A lot of times when men tell women what they went through with their children's mothers, they automatically believe the woman, not only because of the perspective that women, have this, sometimes have a hive mentality, like it's like one thought process. It's no, and I don't mean that within an offensive way, but it is a echo chamber that y'all operate sometimes out of. But even within that instance, when I hear, they was like, well, some men y'all should have went to court, some men y'all should have this, y'all should have that. I need y'all to really understand the more that I listen. See, because I'm the type of man that I listen because was born with 5 sisters. One was, 6 technically because one was dead and gone before I was here, but still counting her. So I had 6 in total, mother and a father. And one thing I always learned how to do was listen, so I pay attention. So it's like, as I listen to y'all talk, I hear one thing in the specific, like, well, he didn't do this, you would. I think y'all genuinely believe that men have more of an authoritative, or more, excuse me, the word I'm looking for. Y'all think that we have more autonomy in a situation when it comes down to our children at childbirth than we actually do. And I think maybe that's the missing key with this. I'm a prime example of anytime that a man tries to be an active father or do certain things straight out of the gate, if there's other people involved, like mothers, okay, not the physical mother, but the mother over top of the mother, sometimes they interject and try to create this other situation. And I don't know if it's the circumstances of either jealousy or envy that comes from, or maybe the circumstances of they're used to their situation of being in charge as far as the mother, so they try to pass it on to their daughter. But that doesn't boil over well. I'll put it like that. Doesn't always boil over well. So you become a problem. So you, after a while, a man will transition as he goes along. He will realize that his say so, what he speaks on, what he does, he will be challenged constantly. And a man, once he's challenged constantly, he will either run away or stand on it. And on average, if he stands on it, your ass will be locked up or in jail, or they will turn around and make you seem like you're some form of a monster, depending on how far you go. Men that are emotionally intelligent, you just land on the terms of being a monster. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't gonna wind up in jail because you know how to control your temperament, but you not about to let nobody just say whatever, do whatever. This is just the initial of what you're going through, and I need women to understand this. These men are not just like opting out and saying screw it. Like, they're literally trying, but they're being pushed out. And I really want people to understand, I know that women will kill for their children, excuse my life, they will unalive people for their children. How do you think it feels when people do it to men? And you say, well, you just ran away, I'll do anything to fuck for my kid. Do you know the temperament that a person has when you're literally playing with them? And then it's not even just a back and forth between you and the other parent. This is the thing a lot of people fail to realize. It's not just back and forth between you and the other parents. They throw the court systems into it. The laws on there. So the laws on that gentleman's child's mother's side. The judicial system is on that child's mother's side. They literally are weighing in the factor 75% of the time to 80% of the time already towards the woman. That's crazy. But I need y'all to understand this, you feel me? So I want to give that type of perspective, because sometimes I think that y'all may miss that, because I hear a lot of women say, hey, well, why he should have just did this. I genuinely think that y'all may not believe it. And I do want to say this one. I have all the guys that I know that have children, I can say only one Negro, you understand what I'm saying to you? Only one that was the ain't shit label of ain't shit. You understand what I'm saying? For lack of better terms, but this is just what it is. A bum type dude that would trade coochie over spending time with his children or being involved with his kids in any way, shape, or form. That's ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying to you? But that's what his angle would be. It's not, oh, he's being restricted from his show. It's none of that. So I've seen it before, but one out of that 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dudes that I know that are fathers, and everybody that had the ample opportunity to be fathers, No, it's completely different, y'all. It's not what you think. And I'm in the trenches. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm in the trenches, so that's what make it different. So when I say this, ladies, I promise you, I put this on everything I love. Between my son and my daughter, I love both of them to death, and I would give them the world. I would give my life up for either one of them at any point in time. You understand what I'm saying? At any point in time, without any compensation. But doesn't negate that my experience or other men's experience. We have tried. You just need to understand that there are laws and implements that have been placed in front of us to make it very difficult for us to father our children.